The untold story of a royal escape, a high seas capture, and a princess who vanished. This is the saga of Princess Latifa. If you're intrigued by this mystery and want to stay updated, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now, let's delve into the story. Princess Latifa, the daughter of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, and the Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates, lived a life that many would consider a fairy tale. Yet, beneath the surface of royal luxury and opulence, she nursed a burning desire for something that she felt was out of her grasp: freedom. Born into a world of unimaginable wealth and privilege, Latifa was a princess in a gilded cage, yet her royal blood could not quench her thirst for liberty. The princess yearned to break free from the constraints of her royal life, a life that she felt was stifling her spirit. In the early months of 2018, Princess Latifa made a daring decision. She planned an audacious escape, a bid for freedom that would shock the world and turn her from a princess into an international enigma. The princess, it seemed, had vanished into thin air. The world watched, captivated, as the tale of the missing princess unfolded. The news of her disappearance reverberated around the globe, fueling speculation and intrigue. Was she a princess on the run, seeking a life of freedom, or was she a pawn in a larger, more complex game of power and politics? The saga of Princess Latifa is a tale that intertwines the glamour of royalty with the grit of a daring escape. It's a story of courage and determination, of a woman willing to risk everything in her quest for freedom. Yet the story is far from over. The princess's fate remains shrouded in mystery, her whereabouts unknown. The world continues to watch, to wait, and to wonder. What happened to Princess Latifa? Where is she now, and what led her to risk it all in a daring bid for freedom? So what led a princess to risk everything for freedom? Let's delve into the mystery. A bold escape plan, a daring execution, and a journey toward freedom. This was Princess Latifa's desperate attempt to break away. Born into a life of opulence and privilege, Princess Latifa, the daughter of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, dared to challenge the golden cage she was trapped in. She yearned for a life beyond the gilded walls of her palace, a life of freedom and choices. It was this desire that led to a meticulously drafted escape plan, a plan that was as audacious as it was dangerous. Princess Latifa enlisted the help of her trusted friend Tiina Jouhiainen, a Finnish national, and Hervé Joubert, a former French spy turned sea captain. Together they plotted a route that took them from the heart of Dubai to the open seas of the Arabian Gulf, and from there, the plan was to sail to the shores of India. Every detail was painstakingly accounted for, from the jet skis they would ride to the yacht waiting for them offshore. Princess Latifa, a trained skydiver, even prepared for the most extreme circumstances, carrying a backpack filled with essentials, including a parachute for a potential aerial escape. The execution was as daring as the plan itself. On February 24, 2018, Princess Latifa bid her royal life goodbye and embarked on her journey to freedom. The escape was fraught with challenges, from evading the watchful eyes of her royal guards to navigating the treacherous waters of the Arabian Gulf. But the princess was resolute, fueled by her unwavering desire for freedom. Yet, despite the meticulous planning, the high stakes, and the sheer audacity of her escape, Princess Latifa's journey to liberty was destined to be short-lived. Just 8 days into her journey off the coast of India, her escape took a dramatic turn. But her journey to freedom was cut short. What happened when the world's eyes were turned away? In international waters, a princess was captured, and then she vanished. Imagine the shockwaves it sent around the globe. Princess Latifa, the daughter of the ruler of Dubai, was intercepted in a clandestine operation that baffled many. Reports suggest that in the dead of night, commandos stormed her escape vessel, apprehending her and the crew on board. The operation was swift, leaving little room for resistance. Following this abrupt capture, Princess Latifa disappeared from public view, sparking a surge of international concern. Countries and human rights organizations around the world demanded answers. The United Nations stepped in, calling for proof of life and raising questions about the legality of the capture. In the midst of this, the world watched, waited, and wondered. Social media platforms buzzed with hashtags and campaigns calling for her freedom. The intrigue surrounding her capture, coupled with her sudden disappearance, fueled a global outcry. The legal implications of this event were equally profound. International law experts pondered the jurisdictional complexities involved in the case. Questions were raised about the legality of apprehending someone in international waters. The fact that the person in question was a princess, a member of a royal family, only added to the legal conundrum. Meanwhile, the world waited for a sign, a proof of life. The demand for evidence of Princess Latifa's well-being grew stronger with each passing day. The absence of any concrete information further deepened the mystery surrounding her fate. But as the world grappled with the shock of her capture and its aftermath, another question loomed large, a question that was perhaps the most haunting of them all, a question that took us back to the beginning of this enigmatic saga. But the question remains, why did Princess Latifa risk everything to escape? Behind the glamour of royalty, there was a princess yearning for freedom. The tale of Princess Latifa, the daughter of Dubai's ruler, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, is one steeped in intrigue and mystery. But what drove her to take such a daring leap into the unknown? To understand her motivations, we must first delve into her life within the gilded cage of the palace. Born into opulence and privilege, Princess Latifa had every material comfort at her fingertips. Yet beneath the veneer of luxury she was a bird in a golden cage, yearning for the freedom to live life on her own terms. Her life was marked by strict rules and restrictions, a far cry from the liberties enjoyed by her counterparts in other parts of the world. She was a princess in title, but her life was not her own. In her own words, she was a prisoner in a palace, a hostage in her own home. This was the life that drove Princess Latifa to concoct a daring and dangerous plan of escape. It was not a decision taken lightly, nor was it an overnight whim. It was the culmination of years of repression, of dreams stifled, and personal freedoms curtailed. Princess Latifa's escape was not just about her own freedom, it was a cry for help, a desperate attempt to shed light on the hidden realities of life within the royal family, to expose the gilded cage for what it truly was. Her story is a stark reminder of the plight of many women in similar situations, women who are trapped by societal norms and cultural expectations, stripped of their basic human rights and freedoms. It's a narrative that transcends borders and resonates with countless individuals around the globe. In the end, Princess Latifa's quest for freedom was not just about her. It was a symbol of hope and courage for all those yearning for a life of dignity and freedom. It was a statement, a protest, a desperate plea for change. The story of Princess Latifa is a tale of desperation, courage, and a quest for freedom that shook the world. And while her story remains unresolved, her spirit continues to inspire and resonate with individuals across the globe. The saga of Princess Latifa remains unresolved, her fate unknown, her voice unheard. We have journeyed through the enigma of the missing princess, the daring royal escape, the shocking capture, and the ensuing aftermath. We've delved into the motivations that pushed Princess Latifa to take such a risk, and the mystery that shrouds her current situation. The story of Princess Latifa's escape attempt is a testament to her courage, her desperation, and her longing for freedom. Her capture on the high seas, a chilling reminder of the lengths some will go to maintain control. The international outcry that followed was a reflection of a world that values human rights and freedom. Yet, despite the widespread concern, Princess Latifa's situation remains a mystery. Her voice is silenced, her whereabouts unknown. The international community, human rights organizations, and countless individuals around the globe continue to express concern for her safety and well-being. Various governments and international bodies have called for evidence of Princess Latifa's well-being, but these calls remain largely unanswered. The United Nations has been involved, urging for proof of life and an independent investigation into the circumstances of her capture. The story of Princess Latifa is a saga of our times, a saga of power and control, of freedom and oppression, of hope and despair. It has captivated the world's attention, raising questions about human rights, personal freedom, and international law. The struggle for truth continues, the quest for justice remains. The world waits, watches, and hopes for Princess Latifa's voice to be heard, for her freedom to be restored, for the truth to be revealed. Until the world hears from Princess Latifa herself, her story remains a haunting enigma. This is the secret of the missing princess.